Garmin's. It's minus 25 outside. What are you doing this day, Warren? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, Garmin's? You just chilling? Are you just chilling like you always do? Are you? Well, good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. Today's video, I'm having regrets of something I should have did when I put the winter tires on before it got cold. So let's just review what I mean. Yeah. So now the squealing will go away when it's warm, but it's kind of annoying and not something I really want to do when it's minus 26, even though my garage is heated. The motivation's really low, I'm not gonna lie. So these are the ones I bought last fall. This is the plastic idler pulley. That's the part number right there. And this is the other one. These are the ones I greased up earlier. First thing we're gonna do is pop the hood, disconnect the negative battery. Even though the odds are extremely slim to none. Oh, where's my handle release? There we go. We don't want to risk it remotely trying to start or something when we are working on the engine. And there is our negative battery terminal right there. Let's loosen that up. Gotta pull the negative off, and I always put a rag down there. That way it just can't accidentally touch and get power again. Something else I'm going to check is, as I did the oil cooler a while ago, is make sure that there's no leaking or anything. We've had some cold weather. I just want to make sure that the oil gallery is looking good. I do really wish I would have had a Dorman one on my JK, but of course, at the time when I was looking to install it, they were out of stock hugely. This was shortly after the pandemic, fake-demic, but yeah, so I've got Amazon aluminum one on there and kind of like living on hopes and dreams on that one there, wondering when it's going to explode, but so far so good. Let's raise up the Jeep, get some jack stands under it, and then get that front tire off. Got the Beaver air jack because it takes up less space, and got a pinch rail adapter right there and a block to put the air jack on. Jack with the pinch rail adapter, air jack. You never ever want to rely on the jack itself, because that would be a dumb way to die. Well, the fun part begins now. I'm getting the skirt off. Yeah, I thought this one had a trap door. This one does not have the trap door to access the light, so I guess you're pulling the fender skirt off on both. So you got all these little attachments and stuff that we're going to remove. So as you can see, I've already got a whole bunch off, and this tool right here is the one that I found that works the best, because I gotta split this. One side does have a little cavity in it that you can, and I just split it out like such. Now you can just remove this cover to get access to the belt, but I find it's not enough room. Bought this M12 impact driver a little while ago. I'll get to try it out now. I think the first one I'm going to need is an M10. That is what that is. So an M10, M8, M7. Get all these off. I don't think there's anything left, might even keep it in. There we are. Yeah, this is one of Engineering Johnny's marvels out here. Let's run the serpentine belt through 2 coolant lines. Alright, this is where the fun begins. That's the smooth belt. And this is the grooved one. I think there's play in this one, so I think that's the one that's giving us the issues. Is this one here. Not really a good angle, but I want to loosen this off enough that I can slip it off this bottom pulley and then let that relax as such. Alright, so this is a 13 mil. I'm just gonna bust that free. So since I'm doing both, it's gonna be easier. You probably don't want to use a socket in there. Like the space. We're gonna pull this bottom one out first, set it aside. And then we're gonna do that top one. Because then we'll have more room. I just dropped it, but it doesn't matter. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, looks like it's in pretty good shape still. Yeah, looks like it's in. Actually, it's pretty dry. Yeah, this top one, there's not a lot of room. So you have to have really, really good dexterity to get that one started and going. Yeah, I almost got her. Almost got her. With my fat fingers, and we fell out. I think. I think this one here. I think this one here is the one. You can see I greased them. Actually, it's not too bad. Really would love to do this tensioner pulley too. It's not too bad yet. I'm going to try to tackle it in the springtime when I do the tires again. But the question is, because we got the frame here, right? So, is there enough room that I can get a wrench in there and loosen that? Oh, fuck, that looks like it could be a nightmare. I need to research the best way to tackle that job. But we got our pulleys out. Now we can replace them. These are my new ones. Size them up. Make sure that they are the right size. See, this idler pulley here is just, it's really light. And this one here, quite a bit thicker. Quite a bit heavier, so we're going to find out if this solves the whining issue, because the TSBs say to replace idler pulley, and since I'm doing one, I might as well do them both. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is one I gotta need like both hands to get up in there instead of. I'm actually quite surprised that I got this one way easier than I did a couple of years ago when I took it apart to grease it. Nice. There we go, that one there's up there. Make sure that the belt is in the right position, and this one's got to come around as such. Yeah, this one here is down lower, so it is quite a bit easier to do. Yeah, there's not much view, and you'll know what I mean when you go to do this job. But I'll be glad because all this is done. New pulleys. I probably won't have to change them again for the life of this Jeep. There we go. Now the fun part is getting the belt back on. I think I'm in the right spot. Now we're double checking all the belt, alternator, air AC compressor, water pump, idlers, and it looks like everything is right where it's supposed to be. We're changing these two pulleys out, fix the issue. We're about to find out because there's still a couple more issues. Well, actually a few that you could probably trace it down to. We could be coming down to the tensioner pulley, AC clutch, and there's a decoupler on the alternator as well, which you can't really see. You can see it right there. That also could be making noise. But we're gonna try with those first and then continue on because it only does it when it's cold. So you see the door right there. I need to let me see. I gotta turn that to open it. Can't see with my big mitts, but I turned it up, straight up. With it straight up, and I can pull it straight out. So that's the old bulb. This is the new one. How are they lengthwise? Hopefully we can still get them in there. So I got it plugged in. Let's see if we can get this thing back in there and then tightened. So I got it in and I got it tightened, and the fan on the side is nice. So hopefully the cover will go. Oh yeah. Cover fits back on too. There's the fog lamp. It looks a little different. But you need to squeeze it and pull it. That's exactly what you gotta do with this one here. Just 2 hands, squeeze these little tabs, and then it pops right out. So in case you're wondering, it does not twist out of the socket. It's all one assembly, as you can see right here. So I just got the bulb in first, and then check the orientation, and then, because that plug is a little tight to get on. I'm going to start it up now and crank my wheels all the way to the other side, so hopefully I can change the bulbs without removing the tire, because I don't have those access covers. And it's also a good time to check, see if the belt's going to fly off. I'm going to throw the battery back on because I want to see if the headlight's going to flicker or something. Because if it is, then I just opened up a can of worms. Alright, lights are on. They work. Yeah, I can see so far they're a lot brighter. Alright, moment of truth. Gonna fire it up and see if belt's gonna fly off or not. All right, with the wheel cranked, as you can see, it is possible to get in there and change them all just by turning the wheel. I don't have the access doors that some of them do, but yeah, that's how it's done. All right, it's dark out, so I can aim the lights. So these are the new LED lights. And with the fog lamps on. Yeah, I like these a million times better so far. So these LEDs are a million times better for driving. Then we hit the fog lamps. And brights. Yeah, the other lights were just so yellow that sometimes it's just really hard to see. I really like the whiter light. Motherfucking beer time. Yukon Brewing. Chilkoot. I don't know if it's going to be a success or not. I got to put the Jeep outside in the cold. But for right now, I need to aim the headlights. I need to try it out in the dark and see how the LED ones work. So we did two tensioner pulleys, I should say. New headlights, fog lamps. Anyways, it's motherfucking beer time. Celebrating early because I don't know if it's going to be a success or not. We're going to find out later on. Doing all that didn't take as long as I thought, though.